Hey guys, it's your girl Keisha and welcome back to Kick Weight with Keisha. Now we've been doing really good on our keto diet, losing weight, feeling good, right? Now, what happens when you just so happen to slip up and you have that cheat day? Do you call it quits? Do you get back, going and moving with everything? What do? Now you know that when you're on the keto diet, if you cheat, you start eating the sugar and taking in a bunch of carbs and things like that, it could cause your body to go out of ketosis mode. Now, ketosis mode is when your body is in that fat burning stage. That's when it's just kind of kicking in and, getting rid of all of that fat, you losing the weight and things like that. So if you get out of the ketosis mode, how do you get back into ketosis mode? I know it can get kind of frustrating because you've been doing good on your diet and you just had that slip up. But don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Let's get things back rolling for you. So your girl, I got you. I'm going to give you a few tips, about 5 tips that I'm going to give you today that's going to help get your body back into that ketosis mode and fast. Now, make sure that you watch this video all the way to the end because that 5th tip is going to be like the foundation that's pretty much like the glue to everything that's going to tie everything in together for you. It's like the most important one. So make sure that you watch it all the way to the end. Believe me, you're going to thank me for it. But let's get right to it. Before we do that, click that subscribe button. Also, give me a thumbs up. And then if you have any additional questions or comments or anything like that, definitely leave a comment below. Okay, guys, so tip number 1. Instead of having breakfast, you already been cheating, you already been eating a lot already. So instead of having breakfast, have you a cup of fatty coffee. And what I mean by fatty coffee, that means that you're going to have a cup of coffee with organic coffee beans. You're going to use like a tablespoon of MCT oil, coconut oil, grass-fed butter, whatever one of those that you want to use. But have that cup of fatty coffee. And then you're going to start to go into tip number 2, which is going to be fasting. Continue to stay in the fasting mode. So with the fasting, that's going to help you get everything back moving because you have been eating a lot. You have been cheating. You got all of these different sugars and different carbs in your body where your glucose levels, insulin levels have shot up. So you're going to try to stabilize everything. So that's what the fasting is going to come in for. We're going to try to get everything back under control. So tip number 3, you want to do 30 to 60 minutes of cardio while still fasting in that fast mode. So make sure you do it on an empty stomach. And the reason that you want to do this is because what you're doing at that point is that you're putting your metabolic storage at the front of your metabolic bus. Basically what that means is that if you're on an empty stomach, it's going right to the body fat first. Now, if you have a meal, for example, let's say that you ate a meal before you worked out, then your body has to break down that food first before it gets to the actual body fat. So you're going through one extra level before you get to the fat. So that's why we say do this on an empty stomach and while you're still in fasting mode. Now, I know that all of this is a lot. I know that we all have been trying our best, on this journey to weight loss. And I know that it's not easy and it's not going to get easier. But, these are the things that we have to do at this moment to get where we're trying to get to. So just keep that in mind, guys. Don't get frustrated. Don't get discouraged. Just, keep your goal in front of you and just know that you want to keep moving forward to get to where you're trying to get to, because you will be thankful of yourself, once you actually reach that goal. You're definitely going to feel good about yourself because you actually fought through it. Many people go back and forth with their weight loss, but, this time I've made it up in my mind that I'm going to conquer this thing and I'm going to get to my ideal goal. It may take a little time to get there, but I've actually been losing a lot in a short time frame. So I'm very proud of myself when it comes to that. So I know that if I can do it, and I'm a sweet lover, I love junk food. So if I can do it, I know that any of you all can definitely do it. So, we're going to get there. Okay, so I didn't mean to go on a rant like that, but, this is like a sensitive topic, when it comes to like your weight loss, your appearance and things like that. It can become a sensitive a sensitive topic, so get a little bit emotional when I start you know, kind of talking about it and things like that. But let's get back to these tips. So tip number 4, make sure that you break your fast the correct way. You want to, sometimes when people break a fast, they want to just start eating everything again because they feel like, okay, I've been fasting all day long, you know, I'll treat myself with something to eat that I want good. But with this, you got to break your fast the right way. If you're trying to get back into ketosis mode, break your fast the right way. And what I mean by that, you want to have a high protein meal. So let's say some examples here. If you want to have like a steak and broccoli, hey, that's a high protein meal. Or if you just want, if you're not too hungry and you just want to have a protein shake, that's fine as well. Another thing, if you want to do like some chicken breast, but you know, chicken breast with the skin on, because we want to have fatty foods, because on the keto diet, that's the thing that helps aid with your weight loss, is that those fatty foods. It just works that way. But yeah, definitely tip number 4, break your fast the correct way. Okay, so before we get into tip number 5, if you all have found any of this to be helpful, beneficial in any way, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Also make sure that you turn those notifications on as well, because I do a new show once a week. So you'll see something new from me every Thursday around 11 o'clock. So always got something new and different for you to help you as well as help myself along with my weight loss journey. But let's get into tip number 5. Tip number 5 is sleep and stress. If you don't get enough sleep and if you're stressed out, that causes your ketone levels to go down as well. If you notice, if you want to test it out, test your ketone levels and then get into an argument with somebody. You're going to see that your ketone levels, when you check it again after that, they're going to go down. So make sure that you keep control of your stress levels and get enough sleep. Because let's say that you don't even eat nothing that day and you don't get enough sleep that night, the next morning you get on that scale, you may gain a pound or 2. Or if you're stressed out and you ate like how you were supposed to eat that next morning, you get on that scale, you may gain a pound or 2. So sleep and stress is very important when it comes to weight loss. Okay, so it's not just me. Studies have shown that sleep deprivations can cause you to add on pounds. So when you don't get enough sleep, it actually causes your insulin and your cortisols to raise. So when all of that raises up, basically what it's doing is that it's causing your hormone levels to increase. If your hormone levels increase, that causes stress, which in return, it causes you not to get enough sleep. So stress and sleep are those things that are very important when it comes to your weight loss. So you have to find some way to get enough sleep and to get those stress levels down. Don't let anything stress you out. Try to see if you can control that stuff. Now, in regards to the sleeping, what you want to do is try to create a nightly routine. Maybe take a hot shower an hour before bed. Maybe drink a cup of hot tea 30 minutes before you're going to go to sleep. You know, try to just do some things that's going to help put you in a routine with everything. Now, another thing is that try to get your bedroom to be as dark as possible, because that's going to help you to fall into a deep sleep. And that's what we all miss out on, is falling into a deep sleep. Now, also some of the things that studies have shown is that when your room temperature is about 62 to 67 degrees, studies have shown that causes you to fall into a deep sleep at that temperature right there. So if you follow these tips, it's going to help get you back into ketosis mode. It does it in a fast pace. So if you have to get some sticks or whatever, the ketosis sticks, to kind of test it out, test out what I'm saying. You know, try it out, see how it works out for you. I'm pretty positive that it definitely will work out for you, because it has worked out for myself, and these are some of the things that I use for myself. You know, we're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes when it comes to eating. Sometimes we may get off track and want to just kind of have a cheat day. You know, we still want to live, even though we're trying to lose weight and we're on a diet. Sometimes you want to live. Sometimes you want to, you know, still have that ice cream every once in a while. Because if you've been on a keto diet for a few months, then eating one thing may not knock you all the way out of ketosis mode. But if somebody's only been on a keto diet for 1 week, then anything will throw you off track, and you shouldn't be trying to cheat or, you know, reward yourself yet anyway. So stay focused, guys. You know, we got a journey that we're on, and we have goals that we're trying to hit, and we're definitely going to hit those goals. We got to stick together. You know, like I said, I look at you all like family. So, you know, help me help you. And also, if you have any tips for me, or if you have some things that you've tried that's worked out for you in the past or currently, you know, definitely leave a comment below and let me know that also. I'm definitely open for any suggestions or ideas from you all. But like I mentioned before, Thursdays, 11 o'clock, new episodes will come about. So make sure you check out those. Turn those notifications on. Kick Weight with Keisha. Subscribe to the channel. Give me the thumbs up. And, you know, let's support each other.